Today on Create, I'm going to craft every jetpack available in this mod and figure out what even is the difference. I want to build something incredible and I will need all the flight I can get. I hope you like zeppelins and I hope you like fantasy flying ships, cause I've been dreaming of building one since I first opened this mod. So let's take it to our ultimate workshop from last episode and craft ourselves a jetpack. And I know what you're thinking, is this finally an episode where he's not gonna fix that darn iron farm? Psych! I added a minute hand to the clock. That is also something that would have been way easier to do if I had a jetpack. I should really get one! But turns out there's several jetpacks in Create. And yeah, which one? The brass jetpack is by far seems to be the easiest one to make. As opposed to the andesite, just due to the engine, the steam engine in brass jetpack not being as complicated as the heat engine. But then there's also the hydraulic engine for the copper one. And here's the trick about that. All three jetpacks have different type of fuel that they require. From what I can tell, the brass one needs you to use both water and some type of fuel to actually fly. Andesite one only requires fuel and the copper one only requires water, making it, in theory, the cheapest one out of the bunch. But the crafting mechanism for the hydraulic engine that it uses actually also requires a water spout installed at your sequence crafter. So this is gonna be a little bit of a headache, especially because I really don't feel like we should be crafting it the way Lee did last episode when she only used one of these deployers. I think the best way to do this is to get ourselves a conveyor belt, get a second conveyor belt, and just loop it, because that way I will have to right click less. So we need to figure out sequenced crafting, or at least a more automated solution for it. We need to figure out the engines, obviously. I would love to make all three and test them out. And we also need to potentially figure out the fuel tanks that we can make to expand the length for which we can fly. So yeah, quite an eventful episode ahead of us. I do want to do one more thing though before we begin. Check these out. These are called display boards and they have potential to be just absolutely amazing. So before I get into all the serious stuff, I just want to give myself a little treat and put these in here. Because we got the nice Nixie tubes marking our workshop already, it's only fair we get some sort of a sign for the public mechanical crafter as well. Please work, please work, please work! Hey, I was hoping it would be centered. Move aside, I'm about to type myself some spacebars. Man, good thing that Create like displays don't actually consume the name tags, because otherwise this would be pretty flipping annoying and wouldn't be. There we go, that's almost centered. And now that we know that there's a mechanical crafting station in there, I can absolutely go and actually use it for some jetpacks. Just gotta make the parts for it first. Well, this took an embarrassing amount of finagling, but look at that! I actually got a looping conveyor going on, with 4 spots, which if I'm correct, I am really hoping that is gonna be enough for every engine. Okay, cool. We can do this. We just need the deployers now, and we just need the actual spouts if we want to do the one that does, you know, steam and stuff. Naturally, this completely demolished the facade, or at the very least the side of the building. I could probably improvise and do something else, but for the time being, I'm just gonna get a stone cutter and I'm just gonna abuse the vertical slab mechanic. And to think that in vanilla I would have to, use trapdoors in this particular situation. I appear to have miscalculated quite significantly. Okay, let's see if I can deploy my way out of this. Bloop, 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 bloop. And this is not the direction. Can I... Okay, this is just here now. What? Hey, did you know that like if you press shift you don't actually go on the conveyor belt? Did you know also that if you press shift you place whatever you're placing backwards? Yeah, those are not entirely compatible, to be completely honest with you. Okay, I am now very efficiently pointing at whatever's on the conveyor belt. Cool beans, I do believe that we officially have accomplished The mythical thing I heard from a British friend called the jiggery pokery. Let's see if we can swindle it into actually becoming a thing. Small cog, big cog, propeller, andesite alloy. And we get the andesite alloy. And now if we just drop a sheet of brass in here, it should, yep, okay, it's mechanisming. It's mechanisming again. And I should be able to just leave it now. Because it says it has a percentage, so it has a chance, a very small chance of not actually working out for me. But, you know, it does also need 4 full loops to actually be assembled. So I should probably just, you know, F1 and just stare it for forever. Oh hey, look, it's done! Yoink! Get yoinked! There we go, steam engine. Now we just gotta get all of these things, which just so happens I already have. I wonder where it is. Well, good thing that there was a sign. Okay, please tell me I can do this by memory. Alright, so it's like the general short of it, a belt buckle down the middle, this thing here, andesite alloy on the 3 spots, and finally we put some fans because those are the engines. Did it happen? Did it? Yes! Oh my god, I got it from the first try! Yeah! No, I didn't. There are also cogs. And apparently it doesn't work anyway. Alright, that's a good sign, and there it is! Oh my god, there was so much malpractice today. So happy that it actually worked. What is it you do, and how you do it, mysterious thing? This is apparently a brass jetpack. It actually requires both fuel and water, and I'm pretty sure that bucket of lava does count as fuel. So all I need to do is I put it into my offhand, I throw it, and maybe not. Oh, hi. Young man, what is your problem? See, if my jetpack would just work, I would just fly away from you already. Actually, I don't. It's just. Oh my god! Since when do you have AI? Okay, have fun burning in the sun instead, idiot. Yep, there he goes. Bye. Oh, it's not the fuel that you need to put into the offhand. It's the jetpack. All right. There we go. I guess fuel went in. We got 100 out of 1600. Oh dear, that's gonna be fascinating. Okay, just for the test run, for the first run, let's just give it a go. And oh heck yes! I can even run in the sky with it. This is so cash money. Up, crap. Can't I go higher though with this? Wait a minute. This says you can fly to a maximum height of 17 blocks, but that's not 17 blocks on a Y level. That's 70 blocks from where you start, right? So it's a little bit less cash money than I would like. Those allow me to more easily get into my own house. Man, I've not been to the penthouse since I first built it. Can you believe it? And apparently I still won't be in it because I can't actually get in. Well, this is a revelation. Hey, I broke in! This is nice. This mod pack has like a separate button for you to crouch, so that's how I'm doing this. Alright. So this raises a question. If you have several jetpacks, which one can fly the highest? This is 17, this is 27. Alright, so we do want the andesite one. Which is kinda obvious, because the heat engine... No, wait a minute. I would have to craft this and actually see. Which, mind you, it's just a regular 4-step recipe sequence. This is not gonna be an issue. I can literally make it. Yahoo! There we go. Full damage who? I ask you. Okay, what's up with this time? It's small cog, big cog, zinc nuggets, copper nuggets. And we already have the cogs in place, so we just... And oh my god, this recipe is so much easier than the other one. What's the catch? Okay. Go get him, champ. Big home contraption. Hey, look at that. We got a heat engine out of this. I wonder, what else? Oh my god, I can make a flamethrower. Actually, you know what? Make me a second one while you're at it. No reason. Building a jetpack by memory, take 2. Whew. Okay, so it's like a V out of this, and we got 4 fans this time, which actually explains the range, you know, the up and down one. I'm pretty sure that up here is supposed to be a belt. Are the remaining ones zinc? I genuinely don't remember. No, wait. Obviously, this one is gonna be the thing, the actual engine, and I'm pretty sure maybe these ones are zinc? Ah, I really should not be doing this by memory. My one hope is that I'm either right or I'm wrong and it's not gonna blow up everything. Because if it is gonna blow up everything, I mean, at least I'll have it on camera. Yep. I guess just bad. But I did have the recipe right. I forgot the cogs, which are ever so hard to actually put into this thing because it keeps placing them instead. Alright, we got the extra jetpack. Can I just feed it normal regular planks? Just for funsies? Yeah, it is fuel, right? Like it's supposed to work. Huh. Apparently that's 60 fuel, so just don't run out of it midway through flying. Huh. Woo! Okay. So, logically speaking, this is just running. But if it was creative flight, I feel it would be entirely overpowered. This is actually just running, but up. You know, it's actually you just running on that ground, but you have stilts. You know what? It's still better, you know, still better. And you will never guess what happened midway through mid-joy riding, huh? That's 60 fuel, so just don't run out of it midway through flying. I think we actually did run out of fuel, mate. So, andesite jetpack, big gloves, really endearing. Would still want to make the copper one, just for the funsies. But in the meantime, there's also obviously an issue, and that issue is that if I am to use the andesite one, I will want fuel, and we do have fuel tanks. Oh, there's just no way around it. One way or another, I will need to install a spout onto our conveyor belt. Okay, so here's why I freaking hate the spouts and liquids and anything to do with liquids, really, in Create right now. You cannot directly put anything into a container outside of fuel tanks, which you can just right click, by the way. They basically are bucket. But here's something I want to try out because I realized it. I could pump it out of a container that I can put manually into. And here's the star of the hour. This is a cauldron. And if this works, man, then what's the point of not being able to manually put liquids into anything? I can probably just... And there it flipping goes! Astonishing! Hold on. Does this also work with lava? Because cauldrons can hold that now, can't they? La-da-dee, la-da-da, buckets of lava, because obviously it does work! Alright. So here's another trick that I want to execute here. I am gonna place a spout onto the conveyor belt, but here's the trick. Some of the mechanisms... Thank you for the heat engine, this is a secret tool that will help us later. Some of the mechanisms actually require you to have the spout at the beginning, while others at the end. So how do we reconcile with that, right? What are we gonna do? And I think I got the answer, because you see, this conveyor belt is looped. So if I want the spout to be in the beginning of the sequence, I can just place my material down there, onto the conveyor belt, right here-ish. And if I want it to be at the end of the sequence, I can put it here, and it will be at the end, because the order goes everything else, spout. And if I place it here, then it's gonna be spout, everything else. And also apparently we can... Oh wow, we can make sweet rolls. Why are they sweet though? They're just bread and milk. Okay, we do actually have cows now, because Liara brought a couple of them. Can we place milk in cauldrons? Just asking for a friend? Nah, I need a drainer specifically. Okay, I can't actually pump out of a drainer, so yeah, we're doing this. Shplyak. Chaga 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 chaga. This was so unnecessary. Why did I make this? Actually, this is significantly better than the cauldron system. Or maybe it isn't. Because really the only difference is it can do milk. I can finally lava this we rotate immediately, and now we're ready for our crafting. Let's see what happens. Nothing happens, the recipe calls for a water. Okay, better rev up down the engines. It's going in. And there we go, this one's done as well. And you don't even need a mechanical crafter to make this one. I'm not gonna lie, this actually kinda has me confused, because this seems like the more endgamey one, just because it requires sinkless crafting and a spout. But at the same time, it also feels like not, because it doesn't even need mechanical crafter. Am I an idiot? Is this like a very innocuous thing that I for some reason have been building up this entire time? Regardless, I think that this completes my fancy jacket collection. Yes, I know exoskeletons are also kind of fancy jackets. I don't really want to build one like right now. Okay, let's take her for a ride, and even with a control, I don't know, is it meant to be just slower? Hold up, can I hot equip this? No, I cannot. Okay, I will need to actually unequip the old one before I can. The fuel one is so much faster. I mean, also it does fly higher, so I think I'll be andesiting it for the time being. For as long as I'm living inside of this, you know, giant building, because, I mean, come on, it is pretty cool to just kinda climb my way all the way up. Just gonna put these into the kitchen for a late night snack. Nobody will suspect them in the produce drawer. Well, what I'm quickly realizing is that this is a little bit, just a little bit too inconvenient after all, for me to be using for building. However, this is great for very speedy travel, and also what is absolutely brilliant for is doing what the water just did, cancelling out fall damage. So in any building project, this would be a pretty cool aid, if I could use it correctly and not hurt myself. But that's just it, a building project. I've been kinda building up to it the entire video, but now that we have a jetpack, we can do something that is an absolute staple of the steampunk city and the steampunk fantasy that we've been working in style of. I am of course talking about a steampunk blimp, and I already have sketched out the exact design that I want to go for. So let's gather some materials and get in with that time lapse. You know, I told myself that this is gonna be a quick and easy build, because at this point I can build a flying ship kind of with my eyes closed and my hands tied behind my back. But I'm guessing right now you have a different question on your mind, and that is, Zloy, is this thing not supposed to be like several miles into the air? Like, was that not the entire point of making this with, what's it called? Making this with a jetpack? And you'd be right. Like, you'd be absolutely correct to assume that. But also, this is creator playing. And when I was building this and realized that I would have to struggle with skyblock building, I suddenly had a little bit of a brain moment. So this is glue, and this is cart assembler, and this is a minecart. And if you remember correctly, Create has this cool thing where you can make a contraption. So I'm gonna try right now to make a contraption out of this giant thing. I crafted 3 extra super glue bottles. This better work. So here we go, this is the biggest gamble for all of their marbles. Whew, if this doesn't work, I'll be very upset. Not failing now. And it didn't. Oh no! To prove the power of the flex tape, I split my ship in half! I mean, it's not super bad as the worst part, but it is kind of mental to just look at it and see. This is horrifying. Okay, don't worry about it though. Alright, no, look, okay, it's no time to panic. No time like right now. If we just nudge this minecart in the opposite direction. Heh! Ow! Okay, I got snapped off in half, but no, look at that! I made this. I'm sorry, I'm losing my mind right now, okay? I've put the ship together. Easy peasy. The entire point here also is that I can pick up contraptions using my wrench. Yep, you just do this and you have a contraption. So if I were to package up my entire, like, or at the very least the butt end of my entire ship into one of these contraptions, I could definitely segregate the entire design into several contraptions, like 2 or 3 of them, and then deploy them on whatever height I want. So here we go, and I cannot believe that we're actually doing it. Right. Here's the cut assembler. Here's the cut. Here's the redstone signal. And as soon as I push, this better be good. Because if it's not, I'm literally gonna cry. Alright. Don't liking that sound. Because why would the doors open? But other than that... No! Look at that! Look at all of it! But no. Now comes the best part. Because it's one thing that, yeah, we can move an entire build and then just make it pop back into existence from a different place. But we can also pick up minecart contraptions using a wrench. Oh, and it... Yeah, it did leave some things, but it definitely left way fewer than I would think. I cannot believe that this mod actually exists. I am dead serious right now. I don't know how this can just work, as if that's something that like is okay. And you have to keep in mind, this is a fully functional minecart contraption as well. I can very easily right now, check this out, loop this rail, put it on, nudge it, and laugh hysterically as this giant flipping vessel starts moving on its own. Oh my god, this is actually really cool looking. I gotta make like a boat that is circling the island, sailing around here, just around the perimeter. It would look so cool. Oh my god. But not today. Today, we're taking this and we're moving it up into the sky, at least 27 blocks. You know, the best part really is that once we're done here, once we place this thing back in its rightful place, it's not gonna forget that it's all glued together either. We will be very easily able to redo the entire thing. We will just easily grab it from the sky and put it somewhere else, which is honestly a power that eliminates so much of an anxiety out of building. Because this is really is something that I would feel very anxious about if, you know, about the entire situation with the building. Like, one of the worst parts about building a flying vessel in the sky is that you're gonna build it and then suddenly build a really tall building and it's gonna be in the way. Like, that is the worst. But now if that happens, we just grab it and put it in a different place. Who cares? Can I actually do this? Almost. Come on. Oh, there we go. Easily. I can easily fly up here from the roof of my penthouse. This is great. Just needs a giant hot air balloon or some sort of a zeppelin. Yeah, we can also put together back on the ground and just kind of glue onto it later. We can definitely add a couple of wings to it as well. Oh, the possibilities are endless. That being said, Karchungus, woo! I'm alive! And this thing is looking pretty cool. God, I wish it wasn't 8 in the freaking morning right now. I've been up all night building this, and the balloon half isn't even built. Let's go time lapse in the balloon half. I have another half a night here. god, this beauty is worth every minute I spent building it. And it was such fun! It was so much fun too, thanks to this jetpack I got. Oh my god, this was amazing! I need to double check if I can actually get into it from the rooftops and with the jetpack, because this is kind of a... I don't know, I want to say it's kind of high. Here's my plan. I'm gonna... that rooftop, this rooftop, that smokestack, that rooftop, and then we make it. Can we do it? I don't know. I didn't have had jetpacks for too long. Roof, smokestack. Oh, easy, easy. This is child's play. Still, a little bit of a, you know, a little bit of a handful getting up here. That's how we want it. Because we wouldn't want any flipping jetpackless scrubs making their way here. Now, in all honesty, this build is not entirely finished, or at least not what I personally would call finished. Well, you see, if I do this, for example, you'll quickly notice the logo of the kind of cracked skull with a cog instead of an eye is just straight up not on this side, and there's no other explanation to this. I was just very, very tired when I was finishing this build. So, we will be definitely coming back. We will be redecorating, we will be adding some create mechanics to it, we will absolutely increase the awesomeness of this build. But right now, I am very tired. And also it just so happens that Liara is online. So I'm gonna go grab every jetpack we crafted today. I'm gonna show her this build. We're gonna blow her socks off. Well, look who's finally decided to show up.
What? What do you mean finally?
Honestly, nothing. It's not been that long since you last played. I was just been kind of obsessed.
Yeah, I've been asleep. Like, I've been asleep slash furniture shopping for the last 12 hours. What's going on?
Well, I mean, there's been developments for one. Check this thing out. Oh.
Jetpack?
I know, right?
Jetpack.
Yep, jetpack. Look who installed the sequence crafting thingy.
Oh, you did? Nice. Okay.
No, I stood there right-clicking a single point, like, deployer, like an idiot.
Hey, no, I did that for demonstration purposes only.
Try it on for size, for real. You gotta do it. There's a certain logic to it, I don't want to explain it because it's kind of hilarious, but still.
Let's see.
She's Mary Poppins, y'all!
You fall so fast.
Oh, absolutely. There is supposed to be something resembling a hover mod, where you, like, stay on the same, but it's like shift and spacebar at the same time. Yeah, so that should explain the second point on the agenda.
What's the second point on the agenda?
Oh, it's not obvious enough for you. Pull out your stupid spyglass.
Oh my goodness. I wondered why it was so dark over there, but that explains it. What on...
Did you seriously not look just like up as you came through the nether portal?
Some of us use 80 FOV, okay? Yeah, this is like literally made at the exact height as to not be accessible by this jetpack. Like,
yeah, so I actually don't really know what to do with this thing. Like, I kind of just like went, jetpacks can fly. Awesome, I gotta build a flying like zeppelin and stuff. And also, like, truth be told, this place isn't even finished. Like, at the end of the day, I did want way more decorations in here. Or I might just keep it also as just kind of my man pad. Like, away from you with your shoddy brass jetpack and not my cool andesite one.
it's your Mojo Dojo Casa boat.
I will throw you into the river.
You don't have to use that line, it just hit me.
It's very funny.